Yeah. And we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the Lit Stream. I'm Crunk Chocolate. I'm here with my show, bro. Sharpie Charlie. Magic City Blue, you're asking fantastic questions. Will we find out tonight?
The limit does not exist.
Hey,
as they said in Mean Girls.
Let's go. I love it. How are you doing? How are you feeling on this Thursday?
Bro, I feel great, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually really happy that my plans fell through because I didn't want to leave you solo. So everything worked out. Got some great guests tonight and a lot of things popping off with City. Like it's been a good week so far for City.
Yeah, lots of games, City men, City women, everybody's winning, all good. Hey, and like you said, I'm happy it did because I would do this all alone. The way that Lit Streams work when I do have to host it by myself, I just bring all the guests on at the same time.
Makes sense.
And we just chat about all of our topics together, and it's a full lit, chaotic stream. I've made that adjustment. It works very well. But we got Move, a noisy pod. We got Soni M. I know they're like white and blue, but hey, we just got different shades of blue here today. Noisy pod, one of the pod fathers. Naturally, we're going to talk all the city things. Very excited.
I got a question for you, bro.
Ooh.
Did you see the news from Fabrizio Romano that City is close to an extension with Sevilla?
Ooh, I did not. That's exciting. I haven't really touched social media at all today.
Yeah, so it dropped a few hours ago, came up on my For You. It was like exclusive. Man City are closing in on an agreement over new deal for Sevilla. Contract talks at advanced final stages with Brazilian winger to stay at MCFC for long term. Follows the City decision to turn down 2 bids from Spurs or Tottenham. And I love it, man, because the dude is young. What is he, 21 now?
Yeah.
Like you get that type of talent who's already played, 2 years of top flight footy in Europe, getting himself in the side, like getting settled. And I think like City sees the trajectory he's on, which is why they didn't let him go to Spurs. The money was there. They would have made profit.
The money was there for sure.
There's clearly a reason, like he's in the plans, right? And so I'm excited. That made me really happy. Locking that. This kind of goes with what Mo wants to talk about later. So I think that'll be really interesting.
Yes.
Lead in for sure.
Okay. Let me give a hot take. Not a fan of players hesitating to move just to go get a new. I mean, but if the team won't give it, I don't know. And Pep also has the mentality that if you want to leave and you can bring your fair value, I'm here for it. Savio, we would have been triple his transfer fee into the club. That's more than what he needed to bring. My big thing is like Riyad Mahrez, of course, tons of success, amazing player. His best thing he did for us, getting out when he left, brought us tons of money. Him, Laporte, respect to those players that they can help bring us success and joy and happiness, and then also financially help the club when they leave. I love a combo.
And also Thomas Frank came calling for Savinho. Like he wanted him once they had the injury to Madison, in addition to losing Sonny, like he needed somebody else. He spotted out. They made the approach, right? And of course, somebody comes and looks at you. They're from London, Big Six club. They got Champions League. You got, the opportunity more time. Like I can understand why that gets your attention, right? Especially your agents are there. They're flying over. And then, conversations start to happen, right? I'm assuming conversations happen with Pep and Hugo. And it's like, hey, we want you here. You have a place here. Like that right wing, it's just you and Bob. Like, what I'm saying? Like that's the priority. So I feel like, the delusions of grandeur are there, but the best shade of blue.
Hey, he does. And we'll start off the conversation because I would love to hear our guests. Hey, I hit you with the okey doke. Give it up for the Podfathers, Mulv and Joey.
Oh, look who it is!
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Is this the lit stream?
Yes.
It is now.
So lit, bro.
Am I doing it
He's in
right?
a bucket hat. Full on Mank right here. This is incredible. Like an Oasis show. This is amazing.
Trying to figure out the hat and the headphones was rough, but
But you did it though.
we're here.
Can you hear okay? Like did the hat stop the audio?
I mean, I can hear enough, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll just turn the mixer
And the
up.
chain, like the accessories are just on top notch. This is incredible.
Off the chain, isn't it?
That's right, Mulv. Good job, buddy.
That's why you guys work so well together.
That's right.
It's real brotherhood right there.
Right?
Other side, you fool.
I just do the glass. Like, hey.
That was real Love is Blind stuff, Mulv. How'd you feel about that?
Love on the spectrum.
I'm on season 3. Stay tuned.
You can't get this anywhere else, guys. This is great. Unless you listen to Noisy Pod, of course, where they give you great content every week.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
we
you,
give them
bros.
content. It's Mulv and I giving bad takes and smashing soundboard buttons.
And that's incredible work. Like, that's what you're there for. That's what I play for. Like,
Oh man. What do you guys think of this Savio extension? Was it expected once City turned down 80-90 million from him from Tottenham?
Yeah, actually, yes. Do I think it might be a bit premature? Like, do I want to see? I really got my eyes on this lad this season, right? To because I think, and we'll talk about this when we answer the question I proposed, but we really need some players to emerge, and he would be one that I've been looking at to really emerge as a young player, as a real talent. So yeah, I'm excited by the fact that we're looking to extend him, and I think it's probably, I thought the whole Spurs thing was a sort of an agent driven, pay me, somebody's going to pay me.
Yes.
Whether it's Spurs or City. So maybe now we're realizing that, he was angling for something, and City are going to give him something, like going to back him, So yeah, it's exciting. I think he's got massive potential. But Joey, what do you think?
I mean, I'm surprised they extended him already, because I don't know. He didn't have a huge season last year, and then agent driven or not, we were in talks with Tottenham on selling him, and he's played 30 minutes this season, and we just signed him last year and we're giving him an extension. Just seems odd to me. I like the guy. I think he's got a lot of potential. But
Didn't he lead the club in Premier League assists? He's like top 2.
He might have. I don't know.
Yeah, he was top. Like, so even in a bad year, right? Like, and that was obviously the worst year and forever. He, in his first debut season, year 21, like, I think the promise is there, right? And so it's kind of Maul's question, or what we're going to get to, is like, you're signing younger players, so you're getting them more on a trajectory versus like getting a Mahrez after he's established at Leicester, right? Or Jack after he's established at Villa. It's a different, almost like a different strategy that I think City's on right now.
Yeah, could be.
Do you want to get into it?
Yes, let's go.
All right, let's go. Okay, so I proposed a question for this lit stream. Yes, Tarek.
Oh, hello, Tarek.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Glad to have y'all.
Just hanging out.
Just in time for the big question. Okay, so my question is: have the players that City have signed since the treble season, are they good enough to re-establish City as the top team in Europe? So some qualifying, some context. That doesn't necessarily mean this year that we'll win the Premier League, but like in this like sort of second phase of Pep, have we started signing players that are good enough to not? I mean, I don't think we're ever going to replicate what we did, but just to establish us back at the top. Because I thought of this because a lot of times I watched Tarek on LB's show, and I really do think there's a split in the fan base about whether the players we've got, the newer ones, people think they're good enough or not. So I would like for this panel, I'm just going to go through them and we're going to be ruthless. Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down. I would argue if you need to see more, like Savinho, right? Let's just use him as an example. I would say thumbs up. I think he's got enough potential to wait him out, and he can be a key player in this next Pep evolution, right? So there's an example for you. But I want ruthlessness. I don't want a middle. I want thumbs up or thumbs down. Are these good enough to be part of Pep 2.0, where we're going to get back to the very top? Okay.
Do you think I look ruthless? Don't lie to me or I'll know.
It was the goal. It was the goal. That's what took you over.
All right, let's start with
some cheap ass chain off Amazon.
I feel like you might have some brass knuckles on, you know. Also,
not right now. Just a fidget spinner.
So after the
Is
treble,
is that a city fidget spinner?
Does a bear shit in the woods, brother?
Let's go.
Okay.
This is like a city version of Run DMC right now. And I love it.
Some people call us the Run DMC of podcasting.
Nobody calls us that, man.
But it started tonight, goddamn it. Moth, you gotta get your kit together for this. Like that's the Halloween costume right there. There you go. Sorry, Moth. Serious topics.
It's tricky.
Okay. All right, Molf, rock the bells, won't you?
That's awesome. I love this. I love the fact that we're doing old school, quote unquote, hip hop, and not this newfangled stuff. Not this newfangled stuff that these guys be doing.
There's no quotes needed. It's like at least
damn unction, dude.
These guys want to talk about Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Drake and all these people. Who cares about them? Let's talk old school. I love this. Let's go.
Okay.
These are the
right.
guys.
I'm just gonna go Vardio.
Hell yeah.
Swag.
Is he good enough?
Yeah.
If I had a third thumb, I'll put it up.
Oh, what's going on with Tarek?
There's not a question here. I mean, I was going to say thumbs down just to throw everybody off, but no, there's not even a question.
All right. Mateus Nunes.
No.
Oh, look at Charlie. I love it. Okay.
Charlie is his biggest supporter.
Let me explain why.
Okay.
Here's my argument, okay? So when I first became a City player, I'm a City fan. We had a player.
Congrats on all your success.
Breaking news.
So much outside of teaching. No, when I first started,
The speed at which Mold and I both moved toward the mic.
like what? 40 years slip, goddamn. I'm wearing this jersey and I'm trying to live out my dreams. Okay. But no, remember Fabian Duff, right? Like he was a great squad utility player. That position had an evolution to Zinchenko, right? Great squad player, could be left back, could slide up in the midfield, was one of the first to like invert on the left side right before Cancelo kind of took it to the next level. And I feel like every squad, you need that quality of player who may not be team of the year talent, but is going to be someone that can give you minutes, can play multiple positions, right? We've seen Nunes at winger. We've seen him obviously struggle in midfield to Pep standard, but he's definitely like, I thought his end of the season last year as a right back was incredible. Like Fatmob agreed, 7 out of 10 every time. So I just think he's a really good quality squad player, and you need that. Everybody can't be a 23-year-old, wonder kid.
Fatmob also said that Kuz had like a 6.4 against Arsenal. So
who said that?
That Footmob app.
Oh, really? Rubbish.
It was a bad one.
my counterpoint to Charlie. So I agree that you need those types of players in your squad. I would argue we're at the point with our academy that those players shouldn't be £62 million players. That we've got enough quality in the academy where those players can be O'Reilly's, Lewis, those types, where you've not committed a lot of a big transfer fee and big wages on players that are going to fill out the fringes of a squad. I think you're right in that Delph was perfect for that time, but I think we've evolved beyond that now, and the academy is producing players who can play that role for you rather than somebody like a Nunes that was big money.
And the unfortunate thing with Nunes, he was there already, like their 4th, 5th choice. The ceiling for him already wasn't going to be that high. He was like a scared purchase, and scared money don't make money. I think he was in a tough situation in the first place.
That's good new hip hop, by the way. That song, I love that song. Okay, we'll move on. Jeremy Doku.
Yes.
Big fans.
Yes.
Big fans.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I'm
this.
off camera, but I'm thumbs up.
All right.
Thumbs up.
Nice one, Tarek. Yeah, I think he's pretty easy, especially the way he's leveled. I think he's leveled up since the Club World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And really exciting. Great to see him playing centrally, so he can't dribble the ball out. He always, whenever he's on the wing, he always seems to dribble the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
So you put him in the middle, he's magic. Okay. This one's going to be interesting. Kovacic. I think he gets old
Down.
Tax. He's
Thumbs
just old.
down.
Old
Yeah,
tax,
like
right?
are we taking? If we're saying he's gonna help us lead the team into the next.
Yeah.
No shot.
Yeah, if we're talking beyond this year,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thumbs down.
Claudio Echeverri.
I'm hopeful for him. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I like Echeverry.
Okay.
Wow, thumbs down.
I like him. I just don't think we're gonna keep him.
Okay.
That seems like such a, we buy him, we loan him out somewhere, and then we like sell him on the slide of Girona or
Maximum Peroni vibes.
Maximum Pepperoni's the man, dude.
Can he become what? And this not even. I was gonna say, can he become what Julian Alvarez is? That's maybe too far of a stretch. But can he get 85-90% of what Julian Alvarez is? Because if he can, then he absolutely would fit in this thumbs up conversation. I guess it's just a question of, do we think he has that potential in him?
I don't think he's got the same profile just as a player.
So
he gives me like David Silva vibes, but like I don't know that he can reach that though. I mean,
yeah, taking his position, so maybe he's not a 9, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's more of a 10. But can he have the same impact? Maybe not scoring the same number of goals, but just the same impact. Maybe it's goals and assists, or maybe it's just mostly all assists. I don't know, but can he do that? We've seen him score goals, but can he have an impact that Julian Alvarez did? Because I will tell you that most City fans would say they would take Julian Alvarez back in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But then there was the same City fans who were like, there were people on the line like, he's not good enough, or we need to upgrade him. Like when he first got there, right? Like, so I think the patience part is hard as a City fan because we're so used to winning everything that like in order to kind of evolve, you do have to have a down year, like for our standards, right? Or you got to be able to let players grow, unless you just say, hey, let's go out and be Real Madrid. We only sign people that are proven like Galacticos.
I just figured if we thought Echeverry had it, he would like if he was gonna, he probably would have stuck around this year.
And Leverkusen are not playing him at all. Really?
No,
really.
Yeah. So, like, if we're trying to rebuild, and you bought this young guy because you've got high hopes for him, would this not be the year to bet him in and he can rotate with Phil? Or
isn't it the numbers? Like, we gotta have. I think Bernardo and Cova are keeping him up. Are keeping him out. Like,
well, he's U21, so it wouldn't matter. You don't have to register under 21s. So we'd have like 2 years where we wouldn't have to register him.
Well, I'm saying, like, as far as playing time, right? Like, if you have Bernardo Silva in that spot and you have Cova, like two midfielders who Pep trusts, would he even get minutes this year?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, where would he play? Because if it was like a 10, then that's Phil, Cherokee when he comes back. You could do Marmouche there.
Yeah.
And that's 3 guys that ain't leaving anytime soon.
Yeah.
All right, let's push it.
Okay. That's different. Somebody else.
Savinho.
Yep.
All in, Savinho. All right, nice one.
Yep. All in.
I definitely want. I think it's a big year for him, honestly. But
better be.
I think he's got it. And this is one, by the way, why I thought this question was relevant, because there's a lot of the fan base ready to get rid of Savinho. Just okay, done. Right. So, and there's less now, but people feeling the same way about Doku. When I watched like Tarek on with LB, there's a lot of criticism of the wingers on that show, and the
wingers, man.
Yeah, there was these wingers. I don't believe in these wingers. That's what LB's saying, right? And that's fair, but I wanted to be on record as saying, like, we need to give these guys some time, I think. Do I think they have the quality? Yes. They're not there yet, but the Pep 1.0, wasn't instant. It took time for the players to work together. And my question is do we think they have the quality or not? Right.
Yes. Yeah.
So after Savinho,
hold on, before you move from Savinho, the thing so you watch on an LB show, right? LB is a huge Mahrez fan. That's his favorite player.
Yeah.
Comparing players to, it was one of Charlie's favorite players, right? That was his, his king, whatever. So comparing players to Mahrez just isn't fair to that player. So to say, well, they're not Mahrez level, nobody is, right? So I think those expectations have to be adjusted, because if we don't, then we minimize the greatness of the players that came before. We want to use them as the standard. They're above the standard. If that's the standard, it's like saying you got to be a Hall of Fame. If we put it in U.S. terms, you got to be a Hall of Famer. Well, not everybody's going to be a Hall of Famer. That doesn't mean you can't be in the Hall of Very Good. Maybe you're not in the Hall of Great, but you're in the Hall of Very Good.
That being said, real quick, I think there is room in this squad, because this isn't the squad forever. There'll be new signings. I think there is room in the squad for one world-class or near world-class attacker, right? Like what we did with Mahrez, because he was established. I think he was like 26 when we brought him in or something like that. I do think there's room for one more. I don't know exactly where that person would play. Somewhere in the front three. Yeah. Maybe all of them. That would be cool. I do think there's room.
Sorry,
go on.
No, I agree with you. There is room for a world-class player. And I guess my point was simply to say that we haven't given them enough time to really know if they have world-class potential yet. We know they have potential, but is it at that level? We don't know yet. And if we expect them to be that in year one at age 21, 22, it's an impossibility. Mahrez wasn't Mahrez at 22.
Lamine Yamal exists, Terry.
Yeah, but
Did you think of that?
again, comparing anybody to
I'm
Lamine Yamal minimizes Lamine Yamal's greatness. He is an anomaly. Yeah. He's one of one. Those people don't grow on trees. So there is a possibility. There is a possibility that neither Savinho or Doku end up being good enough to be world class. That possibility exists, but there's also the possibility that they are. And I don't know that enough people give them that credit.
Yeah, this is kind of why I asked this question, because some people have already made up their minds. They made up their minds on Doku. Yeah. They made up their minds on Savinho. Some are making their minds up on like Oscar Bob. Like, not good enough. Next. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Oh my gosh, Oscar Bob.
He's taking pelters after the midweek game. So anyway, moving on. Omar Mamouche.
Yes.
Yeah. He good.
Nico Gonzalez.
Oh, sorry, my fault.
Oh yeah, go for
it. I was
gonna say with Mamouche, I know earlier somebody said like there might be space on the front line for another attacker. I think we're fully loaded. I think you can name like 7 attackers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just have to develop, right? You got Bob and Savinho on one side, Mamouche and Doku on the other, Cherky, Foden, Haaland. Like that's 7 players right there. Just with the way we keep the squad now, maybe in the next manager, maybe he carries a slightly bigger squad, so there's 2 more spaces, right? But under Pep, I don't know who else. That's why I was excited to swap out potentially Rodrigo for Savinho. I will say I was in that camp for that reason, right? He's a proven talent, kind of in that Mahrez mode where it's like, you've done it at Real Madrid, come over and do it for us. Just want to put that out there, which is kind of the hard part. But to Nico Gonzalez, definitely, I think he's a solid Rodri backup.
Yeah,
he good.
Koos?
Oh, just the biggest one I can do.
Yes, sir.
Who am I forgetting? Turkey?
Oh, dude.
Cherky and Reinders, all right?
Cherky and Reinders.
Yeah, Cherky and Reinders.
Yeah, thumbs up on all this.
Ryan ain't Nori.
Ryan ain't Nori.
Yeah. So everybody was thumbs up for everybody except Terry. Okay, not.
I haven't seen enough yet. Okay. I haven't seen enough yet.
When I haven't seen enough yet, I'm just going thumbs up.
Yeah. Plus, it's kind of boring if we all say thumbs up every time. So mix it up a little bit.
No, but it does show that like the recruitment overall is better than people think it is. Like we talk about it like, oh my God,
right.
What are we doing? What are we doing? But it's like, look at the players, look at the ages we've signed them, and you have them on lower wages than when you brought in a Jack or when you brought in a Mahrez or even Sterling from Liverpool. You're actually built now to say, hey, we can go for another 5 years. That's why they're trying to lock up all these people now for 5-year extensions. So you're in this next phase until 2030. Yeah.
Can we
rise with Haaland? Yeah.
Can we wrap up with this? Because I know you have another guest. To Charlie's point about whether we could add another world-class forward. What's your vision, Charlie, when Bernardo goes? Is there already a person in place who can move in, or would you go out and get another world-class player at the front?
I think for me, I see Bernardo in his best position as a midfielder, right? He is, to me, an 8. Like, he's a box. He runs box to box, right? That's his scrappy best. Now, we know when we had the trouble run, he played at the right wing because it just worked. Everything, it balanced out the team. It was great. But I think if you say, hey, I can upgrade Bernardo to full-time Ryan Cherky, or I'm sorry, actually it'll be full-time Phil, in my opinion. Because I think about like in a 4-3-3, right? Where you have like Rodri holding, you put Reinders and Phil there, and then you put a front 3 in my mind of like Doku, Haaland, Savinho. I can go with that any day. Like that's what I see now. Like now you have to add in. So like
you don't have Cherky in that.
No, I don't have. I mean, because I don't think defensively. I mean, I guess you put him on the right wing. So it's like who's ever better between Cherky and Savinho, right? But I think that's for me. Like if you talk about the academy, I think Mukasa is the next one up. Like I am big on him. He is the way people talked about Phil. They talked about Bob. Like I think Mukasa can slide into that role. And same with Nico O'Reilly, right? They have the physicality. They have the technical ability. So I think that's like you said earlier, kind of going full circle. The academy can now replace Bernardo. I don't think we have to go out and find another Reinders somewhere.
Yeah, it feels like
having Phillips. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's my 44. That's my right back. That's my right back. Put your 4s up, dude.
Calvin Phillips. So are we really just acting like the past? We're just moving on and re-embracing Calvin Phillips because that's what it appears.
I always embrace Calvin Phillips.
You got to get healthy for a long.
Even when he was
You gotta
gone,
get
I
healthy for
was like,
another
"That's my
long.
guy, dude."
Hey, everybody has a price, and if you save money, you save money. Go play. He deserves joy. I mean, Pep has said like,
He does.
I didn't play him right. It wasn't the right fit. Switching from Bielsa to Pep, like City made a mistake there. Like it was just a bad signing.
Me and Joe thought he was the English Fernandinho, and we were
1000%
really high on him.
Yeah.
So
Coming off that lead season,
like that was his like profile, right? He was a smasher. Like he was
coming off that lead
aggressive.
season, it was just like, this guy is everywhere. He covers every blade of grass, tackles everywhere, great passing. Like, holy shit, we got a regen. Turns out we didn't.
Different system. We got a Nico G now, though.
I blame Marcelo Bielsa, the Tom Thibodeau of football. That's
actually perfect.
What if Calvin turns into like
don't bring up Nico G because he doesn't get any love either.
Nico G?
We gave him love here.
No, I'm saying
thumbs up, right? Oh,
in the rest of the streams that I'm on, Nico G does not get any love.
Yeah.
Well, that's right now. Then he'll play good, and they'll pick a new boo boy, and they'll go after him the rest of the season. Like I've seen this movie before.
Every time. Nobody's good unless you're KDB or Foden, you know?
Right? Like, why can't we make fun of other teams' players like we used to? Like, what happened to that? Like, what? Why are we talking?
We still can.
In conclusion, I think we're not that far away. I think these signings do have the quality to be the next, top team in Europe. I think I wouldn't mind adding another world-class forward.
Because that's what I was going to ask. Like, if we're not there, what would take us over the step above?
Yeah,
like
I don't
if we
even
could
need
do
a
another
forward. I just need like a good forward to let Holland rest.
Yes.
Like, just give me
an actual forward,
a seasoned striker.
I think there should be Marmouche. No,
maybe
he can score goals, but I would much rather have a person where like that's their brain is just like goals.
I need the David Pizarro of strikers to come in.
I'm here for that. Actually, let's go. And that's all you need. Just someone show up. 13 minutes, 15 minutes, just run, stay close to the goal, poach some goals, get some tap-ins. Just keep the pressure on them because I know
we could have used it against Arsenal, honestly. Like when Arsenal came off, it was like no outlets. So.
Yeah, exactly. It was all on Savio, and that's kind of a lot to put on him coming into the match cold, which with how intense everything was with that match. But hey, actually, before we get you out of here, let's laugh at Arsenal if you want. The Arteta's words being so the team in general, just how joyous they were that they managed to scrape a draw, and I was so angry at giving up that goal. I mean, it felt like it was coming just because playing defense the way that City were for 60 plus minutes is not how City football play. So it's inevitable that the goal was going to happen, especially with 7 extra minutes. But
I'll tell you what, I hope one day we do something good enough that we get phone calls from CEOs and other businessmen. That's how you know that you've done good. Mulv fields those calls, but most of them go to the answering machine.
Answering machine, yeah. No, we did it in our last show, our last podcast. We spent a whole segment talking about Arsenal and laughing at them a little bit. Just they still don't get the stay humble thing. They really should have won that game. Ultimately, they're playing the worst version of us in a long time, and they beat us 5-1 in that fixture last time. They spent loads of money, and they should be further along, and they should have won something by now. So, it is fun to laugh at them a little bit.
Weirdos.
Hey, you guys said answering machines. That's for old people. Everybody has voicemail now. They don't have answering machines.
Yeah. We still have
It's like
the
a
OG
fax
noisy
machine, an
pod.
answering machine. You know,
We've got
that's
the
for
OG
us
noisy
unks.
pod answering machine, dude. It's a
That's
physical
for us
thing.
unks.
And it's him talking, and then all of a sudden he trails off.
He's got the. You got to hold on. You got to have the music playing first,
Yep.
and then you come in on top of the music. Bring the music down. Say what's your message. Bring the music back up. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Ours is just a British lady saying, leave a message, I'm pretty sure. And then it's phone calls from like, who was like Yaya Torre's agent? And
he called once. God. Yeah. Dimitri Selleck called. Roberto Mancini used to call all the time.
Yeah.
Alex Kolarov used to call.
That's love.
Just random.
We should play those messages.
James from Longview.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the answer machine bit that we do?
No.
You have it
for us. Go ahead.
Oh.
Do you have one?
I don't have one.
Do you have it all? Do you have to have it all set up?
Actually, I might.
If I hear the boop, I'm gonna be so excited.
Hang on 1 second.
Yes.
Somebody said DeMarcus Beasley. Did Beasley call you guys?
DeMarcus Beasley.
Oh yeah, DeMarcus Beasley called. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Wow.
Forgot about that.
Oh.
It's decent.
We had a bunch of them. I forget. I think it was
like 1. This message is Mole and Joey of the Noisy Neighbors podcast show program. This is old James in Longview, Texas. I'm on the ragged edge, boys. It's been 2 weeks, and I haven't seen the sky blue kick anyone's ass up and down the pitch, and I can't take it no more. I've gone through about 2 suitcases of Coors Light and a case of Wild Turkey.
Hell yeah.
I cheer myself up by going to see that Morrissey on Saturday night, but that depressing son of a bitch damn near made me put my big toe on the shotgun trigger. The only saving grace of this international break is that I didn't have to watch so-called Claudio Bravo running 20 yards outside of his box using his hands, getting red cards against Barcelona, and embarrassing the sky blue faithful, making legends like Joe Corrigan and Nikki Weaver roll over in their graves. Anyway, I can't wait to see old KDB kick ass on one of those shandy drinking ferries at Selhurst Park on Saturday and watching the Sky Blue Army get rolling again. James from Longview out.
Yeah, it's James.
I would love to smash some Coors Lights with James.
A suitcase of them.
I found one more.
Oh no.
1.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Beasley leaving a message for the Noisy Neighbors. Yo, I love this podcast, man. I used to play for City back in the late 2000s with Georgie Samara, Sun Jihad, Bernardo Karate, those dudes. Anyway, I think it's awesome that we finally have an American City podcast with American voices. Well, maybe not that one dude. I don't know what kind of accent that is.
It is a weird accent.
I love the Joey guy, man. It's so funny. Talking about meat and potatoes and gravy. Man, all my friends love it too. So you guys, you just keep doing it, yo. But maybe less of that one fool with the funny voice, though. Yo, Joey, hit me back for real, man.
Yeah.
What does Beasley got against you, man?
I need to call him.
Man. I don't know.
Bees just has it out for English people, I think.
You dig deeper into this beat. I'm interested now.
Anyway, so those are the types of people who have left messages for us. This is a 10-year-old bit. So
this is from first season.
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed with the Claudio Bravo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And get reminded of it. I got trauma all over again just like thinking about that. I was like, that's how far the club, it's examples like that where it's just, bro, Y'all don't know. We're complaining about people like Savio.
That was such a swing and miss, dude. Claudio Bravo. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That was not good.
Oh man. But please let people know where they can follow you guys and the
Joey's good at this.
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. It's a Noisy Neighbors podcast. It's on all of the podcast apps, all the good ones, none of the bad ones. None of the Morrissey of podcast apps, which is
Fuck you,
Podbean.
Podbean.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you, dude.
Fuck Podbean.
That's an official announcement. Yeah, and then we're on at Noisy Pod on all the social stuff, every one of them. A fun one, if you're at home and you have a smart speaker, you can tell that thing to play the podcast. And yeah, yeah. So if you ever want to piss somebody off real good and you're at their house, just do that. Everybody will leave and you guys can enjoy your evening.
Fellas, thanks so much for having us. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, cheers,
y'all so
gang.
much.
Always
coming.
appreciate y'all coming
Cheers.
on.
Very soon. All right.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Yeah, lads.
Bye-bye. Oh, I love those guys. Legends, absolute legends. Okay. Now let's hit South Coast Seagulls. I think that's how seagulls sound. Well, it's not. It's almost nightmarish material. Shady Gang. Give it up for Soni.
Hello, everybody. It's good to talk to you all again.
Glad to have you.
I don't know if I can top that act. They were funny as shit. I'm just over
Hey.
here laughing in the background.
They've been doing it for a while. They're the legends. Like, really. That's why I call them Podfathers. Like,
Yeah.
they are the OG City US podcast. And yeah.
Yeah. All right. First, I'll start off with thank you again for allowing me to talk shit on the internet with you guys. It's always fun.
Always fun.
And then today's drink of choice is going to be an Austin East Siders Texas Honey. So if you've never had this, I highly recommend drinking it.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Definitely on my
just-
list, and that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I just have one sparkling water. Very fun.
It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. So funny enough, you guys touched on like a bunch of players. Like you guys mentioned Claudio Echeverri, right? Yeah. So that kind of segues into my topics for today. They're tiny little bits. First off, it's Latino Heritage Month.
Hey.
And we always have to recognize, we should be recognizing all the Latino players that do play across all the teams in the world, because without their contributions, you wouldn't have a team. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
100% facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Inter Miami wouldn't exist. You know?
Right. Inter Miami wouldn't exist. You wouldn't have like our famous, our famous footballers like Pele and Maradona and just a smattering
Messi.
amount of people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Messi. Like there's so many footballers that I could name off the top of my head that are products of like the Central and South American countries, and they deserve to be recognized. And I feel like we don't do a lot of that recognition out in football. So thank you to them for, making our days a lot better. I'm actually kind of keeping track of some football right now anyways, because the Copa Libertadores is happening right now. So for those who don't know, Copa Libertadores is the same thing as the Champions League in Europe. It's a very prestigious continental championship that people in South America go crazy for. I like to call it South American Chaos Ball, because it's literal chaos.
Yeah.
There have been like the fans will literally get into fights with other fans in the stadiums. I was actually talking to one of my coworkers today because Flamengo and Estudiantes de La Plata are playing. Flamengo is a team in Brazil and Estudiantes is a team in Argentina. And so he was telling me today that while he was scrolling online, he saw a tweet from the president of Flamengo. Apparently, the Estudiantes fans had been throwing fireworks at their hotel windows all night long, so they didn't get enough sleep. Like it's gotten to the point where they've had to bring their own water because they're so afraid they're going to get contaminated. Like it's crazy. Like the tifos, like the displays, like, you know, there have been stories of like fans getting into buses, their buses are breaking, and they're in the country, and then all of a sudden like a farmer cop, you know, like swings by and he's like, hey, do you guys need a ride somewhere? And they'll just literally carry them in like their little back of the truck and just take them to the nearest town, get them like food, water, whatever, until their bus, you know, gets fixed, and then they go on their merry way. There have been pictures of like people bringing farm animals in for some reason, like on their way there. So like there was a sheep at one point, there was a dog, like it's crazy, but it's so much fun. So if you've never seen it, highly recommend watching it. Highly recommend, because it is pure football heritage, but the South American way. So
I almost went and grabbed my flamenco. I have a flamenco shirt, and so
really,
I like soft root for them. They're one of the teams I enjoy watching when I can.
I will say that Club World Cup was dope because it allowed most of us to see clubs that we don't normally see from South America, and every Brazilian club balled out. Like, quality stuff
with the teams that we consider the big teams, and then see that those South American teams can go toe to toe.
Yeah, no, it's a great display of not only like the clubs but also the players inside of them, and that competition in alone really does draw the attention of the European football clubs. So like Claudio Echeverri picked up because of the Copa Libertadores, right? Julian Alvarez, I found out, scored 6 goals in one game versus Alianza Lima, and that was pretty much what caught their attention as well.
I remember that clip on Twitter. Like that was like, oh, he's amazing, and then City was like, we're gonna get him. Like right away.
Yeah. I mean, I follow mostly Argentine teams because I am I'm a mod for a pretty decent Argentine like football fan, and he attracts a lot of like people to watch his stream. So I've been his mod for quite a while. And and so me being like friends with these guys and them allowing me into their space and like them talking football, them like telling me about like their favorite players. Like I don't even have to talk. I could just read everything in Spanish and see like who they like, who they don't like, who didn't play right, you know, like why is the manager doing this sort of thing? It definitely opened my eyes into seeing like what football is like in a different country, you know? And granted, I'm American and I started watching football maybe like a couple years ago. It's been like 2-3 years now? So like 22, like middle of 22.
So what was that? What was the trigger for you?
For me, it was just out of sheer curiosity.
Okay.
So I'm a baseball fan first and foremost. I've been following the Nats since like 2012. I used to go to Orioles games when I was 4 years old. So I have been a big MLB fan for such a long time. And when the Nationals were starting to like go down the drain, like when they hit that 100 game mark of losses, I was like, I need to watch another sport because this is killing me. And a guy that I was talking to at the time was like, hey, I got tickets to see Bayern Munich and DC United play. Do you want to go watch? I'm like, I only know DC United. I've heard of Bayern Munich. I don't even know who these people are. Fuck it. Let's go. And so that exhibition game alone kind of got me in there. And then a few weeks later when I caught COVID, that's when I started watching Brighton because they beat Manchester City like opening weekend. So.
Glad we can contribute to your family.
So happy this came full circle for you. Look at you, just hanging out with some citizens.
Yeah, I'm just
that's really crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been such a fun journey. Not only just learning like a different team, a different culture, but also like different sports and seeing how football is around the world, because it's not same everywhere you go. It's different, right? So I don't know. It just kind of came full circle, and me watching Argentine football and then seeing like all the European teams going, I want that person because they did this or that. One of my favorite footballers, Valentin Barco.
Yeah.
Barco was picked up because, you know, he was doing so well in the Copa Libertadores with Boca Juniors, right? And I guess like his clause was so low to where Brighton was like, we want him. Like he seems like a pretty good fit, and he was fighting against what I think Man City was also trying to get him too.
They
like
were, they were
yeah.
one of the teams. Yep.
Yeah, and then of course, like he obviously got loaned out, and then eventually ended up in Strasbourg. But guess what? Julio Enciso is now at Strasbourg, who came from Brighton because freaking Blueco decided to pick him up. You know, we're fighting Chelsea and Hove Albion this weekend. I don't know if you guys know. Like they're the Brighton of the North. It's so bad, but they've picked up all of our South American players little by little. So they have Julio Enciso now. They pick up Joao Pedro. Caicedo's over there, and Caicedo, you know, cried his way out. Like, yeah, we won't talk about him because he's irrelevant now. But
between Brighton and City's academy, that's where all their players have come from.
Basically, yeah.
Stays the blue. You get it, right? They understand. They know the vibes. Like,
yeah, they want to keep, you know, all the blue players together. I get it, but I still don't like them. Fuck them. All I'm saying.
I'm not mad
Hey, you
at
feel the way that you feel. Yeah, we aren't here to shut that down.
Yeah. So yeah, just I'm kind of keeping track of that, you know, being friends with Argentine fans and just kind of following, even following the journalists, because that's how I've been able to track down transfer news, which, you know, obviously is something that I like to do during transfer season, and that's how I ended up breaking news of Valentin Barco. And I actually got his jersey when I ended up going to Brighton, like what, a year or 2 years ago, something like that.
That's dope.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I say this all because like every single player is unique and they definitely contribute and they become like fan favorites overall. So it's just I feel like sometimes they're underappreciated. And so my little bit right there was just kind of make sure that like, hey, we need to recognize these guys, especially during this time of year. So there's that, which segues into my other bit. So in Argentina, there's pretty big clubs. Obviously, River Plate has produced a lot of folks that have come to your team. So like you have Echeverry, you have Julian Alvarez, which he's also from River Plate, right? Franco Masuatono didn't go to your team, but he ended up going to Real Madrid, and he just scored his first goal like the other day.
So he's balling out. He's starting. Like,
yeah, like he started, he's balling out, and that's because again, all these competitions are driving the European clubs to pay attention. Now, it's funny because River Plate is one of the bigger teams, but then you kind of have to look at their rival, which is Boca Juniors. And if you really think about it, the only player that I have seen that came out of Boca Juniors to a European team as of right now is Valentin Barco. And so then you kind of have to wonder what's going on, right? Because if you're going head to head, because those two guys do not like each other. If you see in the Super Classico, it's ridiculous. But then you kind of wonder, like, what's going on with Boca Juniors? Like, why are they flailing around, right? Well, I kind of boiled it down because I've been following them for the last year. I'm not a fan of theirs. I'm literally just kind of watching them and their decline in little ways. They elected one of their really great players as their president, and their president is kind of leading them down the drain. Like, he's already fired, like, maybe, I want to say, since I've been following them, maybe like 4 managers. Like, literally just killed off 4 managers. He brought back a very, very old manager who definitely did a lot of work, got them a Libertadores, that sort of thing. But the guy is getting sick all the time. Like, he literally just ended up in the hospital for dehydration the other day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really bad. And because I'm able to read Spanish, I can actually go through the comments, and like all the fans are just like, what is this guy doing? He should be at home with his family, just chilling. You know, like, I understand that people are like, we understand that we're in a situation where we need like an infusion of like new players, and we need like to find our identity again, because it's getting erased, frankly, you know. And just, you know, just the fans going, he should be at home resting, he shouldn't be on the pitch. Like, we love him. We don't want him to die because the president is literally pushing him to his limit, you know?
Elder abuse over here.
Literally, that's what they're screaming. They're screaming elder abuse online. They're just like, dude, this guy is frail, you know? Like, he's trying, and you can see pictures of him too. Like, the guy is very, very frail, but he's still, his name is Miguel Angel Russo. He used to, I believe he coached a couple of teams. I can't remember if he did one. No, I don't think it was one in Mexico, but he coached a couple of teams. He did lead Boca Juniors to the Copa Libertadores for one, which is what kind of the reason why they brought him back to right the ship.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, he is.
He is very frail. Yeah, he's old. He's very frail, but the guy literally puts his foot down with all of his players because some of them just, according to some of the fans, like you see them on the pitch and they're just kind of running casually, like they should be chasing after the ball. Now they're just fucking around doing whatever.
But I mean, if your manager is like 90 years old, yeah, you're not going to be the most terrified. Like, look at this old man. Look at this old man.
Look at him.
That's your manager? Like, oh my God.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
that does not inspire confidence.
Right. It doesn't.
Think about U.S. sports, though. That's what's the Notre Dame coach used to be?
Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz. That's Lou Holtz. That's those kind of coaches that you know, Dean Smith.
He left. He never came back. Coming back
yeah.
is crazy though. Like when you like, it'd be like right now if you be like, hey, go hire, I don't know. I was gonna say Bill Belichick, but it's basically the same thing. Yeah,
I mean, it is,
North Carolina,
yeah, because they're not doing great. I actually in a couple of weeks I'm gonna have, his name is Santi Baza, and he's we're gonna talk Argentinian football, and so I'm gonna ask him that same thing, is like what's going on with Boca Juniors. I'm gonna add that to the episode docket because
because it just. Again, because I'm friends with Argentine friends, like I have Estudiantes I have friends that are Estudiantes fans. I have friends that are River Plate fans. I have a majority of them are Boca Juniors fans, and they're just shaking their head at like what's going on. You know, like you can't keep a stable manager for too long. The last one got sacked earlier this year because he was just doing a horrible job. They lost against I wouldn't say like a very high club from Peru, like mildly okay club, they're number, I think like they're number 10, the striker, what's his name? I can't remember, but easy goals. He kept missing easy goals. Like he kept tripping himself up, missed goals. February, like, and this was in February too, for classifying into the Copa Libertadores for the season. The coach or the manager at the time was like, I think we played well. And everyone's like, did you watch the same game that we watched? Because I'm pretty sure you wasted so many chances to create goals. And you bought this striker who was playing out in Europe somewhere, right? Who obviously was producing goals, but then came to Boca Juniors and then just was fucking up like every chance that he could.
They have Edison Cavani?
Yeah, they have Cavani.
But naturally he's injured. Wow, they have Cavani. That's crazy.
Yeah, they have.
And then Alan Velasco. Oh man, Carlos Palacios. That was a dude who I thought could end up becoming a baller, and he hasn't hit the heights that I thought he was going to. Okay.
Yeah. It's a very interesting lineup.
Very 69 years old. Miguel Russell is 69 years old.
He looks 84. Oh my God, that's a hard 69.
Yeah,
that's a really tough 69.
Yeah, and you know why? You know why Russo got sacked? Because he wasn't winning. Like he was winning enough, but he wasn't winning like more than he should have. Because he had the quality of players, but he just wasn't making enough wins, and they just sacked him even after that game, after that Copa Libertadores win. And then they replaced him with a bunch of people that also were ineffective. Like it's just a revolving door of managers. It's a really bad situation down there. So I've genuinely been following that team for like the last year just to kind of see them like try to right the ship, but it's not going well.
Oh yeah, because they won the 2015 season, 16 season, 17 season, 20 season, 22. So yeah, and
it's
they haven't won.
So it's not like a
years.
United crash out where it's been like 12, 13 years, but you're just falling from heights in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And you got to pick it up. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and they're the winningest team in Argentina, you know. So high expectations from the fans to where they're even sending like death threats online. So yeah, it's a little crazy.
That's not the energy I wanted, but I was like, oh, but that that sounds very City. Maybe this is the time that I need to join and become a Boca Juniors supporter.
I was trying to see which former City players have come from Boca of the Argentinian players that we've had. So only ones I found so far is Carlos Tevez and Willie Caballero. Those two played originally at Boca.
Okay, and then 2 from River Plate as well. So
there's a bunch from River Plate.
What was Aguero?
Aguero was at Independiente, I think.
Oh, he's Independiente. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We love our South American links.
Truly,
gotta have hands over there.
Yeah.
Got to. It's important.
Yeah, no, it's important. And then of course, like I said, with Boca Juniors being in that weird flux, it's like it's like what's gonna happen to that academy? Like are they in the same boat of their senior team? Are they doing better? And it's a little weird. It's a very weird situation down there. I mean, the what's his face? Fuck. I forgot what his name was, but the president, Riquelme. I don't know if you guys heard of Riquelme.
Yeah.
Juan Román Riquelme is their president.
Yeah. Okay.
He's apparently going up for re-election at some point in the next year or 2 or 3, and the fans want him out. They want him gone.
Yeah, if he's not bringing success, that's kind of the vibes.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Before we get you out of here, we got to talk a little bit of Brighton. We got to who on this club? So Menta is Mint.
Mm-hmm.
You got Baliba. Yes, like. Do you think they're going to be able to hold on to these players, or is that's just how Brighton are? And if someone offers,
what's the price? Let's be real. What's the price for Menta? What's the price for Baliba? Let's not even beat around.
They have their business model. It is buy low, sell high,
extremely high,
sell very high.
7 times value.
I will say, Baliba. I guess his agent or somebody like put into his head that Manchester United really wanted him.
And he was that's like, what the noise was.
Yeah, and he was super excited to go, but then when they killed off the deal, because Brighton was like, we are not selling him right now. Like, he is not to be sold because like we still want him held onto our team. That messed him up a little bit in his head. If you watch him play the last couple of games, he's not really like locked in as he used to be. And a lot of the fans have noticed it's like, obviously these are young, impressionable players, right? That they see these big clubs that are trying to go after them. They want to go after the money, obviously, whether it's agent driven or, family driven, it messes them up a little bit. I know that Baliba was going to go, I think we wanted more. We wanted to push him higher than we did for Caicedo. That's how much we valued him at that point.
But that makes sense though. That's like the natural thing. It's like that was the price 2 years ago. The price of a brick is going up. Like 140 on the way.
Right. And then the Manchester United fans were just like, nah, he should be like 80 mil. We're like,
well, of course they're gonna say that. Of course they're gonna say that.
Oh, it's like, no, he's not 80 mil. Skip.
that's Brighton. You know what you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay 80 that's like a minimum, but
that's basically what they pay for Casemiro. I do wonder though if Chelsea messed up the DM market because they paid so much for Enzo and Caicedo together, and we got Lavia too, right? Like, so you just have cornered the market on DMs to where now it's hard to like go above that. You hope to get close to it, but I say 100 now feels like right. Like if Isak's 120 as a 25-year-old. Yeah, Rice was 100,
Rice had
yeah.
to be 100 plus. So everybody now you have to pay 100 plus. It's just it is what it is
Yeah.
now. That's the new market.
Yeah, it's like once you set that price, now everybody has to match that price, if not go further, because one person got sold for X amount of money, you know.
Which is why City did great business with Nico G. This
Yeah.
is gonna slip in there. We're gonna look back just like we did with Roger. It's like, wait, Roger only cost that much? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He's got to play.
He did. Yeah. I mean, same with Minty Fresh here. I hope to keep him. He's a great player. But again, it's the agents. The agents love driving these ideas, you know, families, freaking agents. I hate agents. I just want to put that out there.
Which of these players that have been brought in and then turned around and been sold, which one has hurt the most for you?
Ooh. I want to say Julio and Ciso was probably our biggest L. But jury's out on that one because he kept getting injured.
Yeah.
And so like he would hit his peak and then all of a sudden apparently I guess it's his meniscus or whatever. His meniscus just gets injured. Apparently his attitude in the club was also a little bit weird, especially because I think when the Olympics were happening a couple of years ago, Tony Bloom, the president, was like, yo, nobody's going anywhere. We want everybody to stay here and train because this is a big year for us. And then Ciso was just like, I want to go. I want to go represent my team, which is fair, but I think that was a very important year for the club. And he just went on his merry way and he could have been injured. And I think part of him going to the Olympics kind of factored in getting injured. And when it comes to meniscus tears, which I have 2 of my knee surgery with surgeries for meniscus tears, you don't come back the same.
My left knee.
Yeah, you don't come back the same. You know, like it takes a long time for you to get to where you should be. And even then, if in my case I had a discoid lateral meniscus in 2. I tore last year. I tore my meniscus just walking across the street last year. Like
a non-contact injury. That's a non-contact injury.
Yeah, like I didn't get hurt at work. I literally was just walking across the street, tore my meniscus in 2 places. And that took me 7 months of recovery. And I'm not an athlete by any means, but I do physical labor for work. And if it wasn't for the surgeon that I had who did a really good job, I would not be working my job right now. It's very hard to come back from that, especially as an athlete too. They say you can come back. No. And he's had multiple instances where he's had to go back into surgery for the same thing.
And he was a player that his dynamism very much was a part of his game. So when you lose that, where do you go as a footballer?
Right. Like what do you do in that case? Like we sold him injured, and earlier this year he's like, I'm not playing football right now. I'm going to focus on my recovery. And what did he do? Went behind our backs, got sold to fucking Bluco, Strasbourg.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Gio Reyna. Like, bro's shot at like 22.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad because like they want to play, but at the same time they just keep getting injured over and over and over again. And sometimes that meant, and then sometimes them having like, I guess I should say a big head, like a big ass head into thinking, oh, I can still play at like my top level. Dude, let's be real. It's not happening. It's not fucking happening, you know? I'm also thinking of one other instance because there was another time where, when he was going to win an award, the Puskas Award for his goal, and he ended up not winning. That also messed him up too, mentally. Like he pieced out after that. Like how you want to be a top player, you want to do all these things, but you don't want to play with your team. You don't want to, like, you're just like, okay, well, I didn't do this. I'm just not going to do this anymore. You know, like you're basically just giving up. But you still expect to get paid top dollar. Like, that's not how that works.
Give me my money. Well, hey, now he's getting that blue coat.
He's
And that's money.
I wish I could say that I've heard of Julio Enciso outside of Strasbourg, Valentin Barco outside of Strasbourg. Honestly, I haven't heard shit from them.
No.
Since they left. Have you noticed that?
You know, RAS Strasbourg. What is it?
Yeah, they're at Strasbourg Alsace, League One.
Strasbourg's in are they Europa now? Right?
I think so.
Yeah, they qualified Europa. Yeah, got a young black manager over there.
RC Strasbourg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're they're fourth in the league right now. Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is what it is. All right. Well, Soni, we appreciate you. Please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Yeah. So I'm Soni M. At _Soni M on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Soni MM at Blue Sky. I just basically talk shit on the internet. That's all I do. I either talk baseball, I either talk Brighton sports. I will comment about my life because obviously that's what you do on Twitter. You just vent for no fucking reason. But I'm friendly. If you follow me and you talk, like you reply to my stuff, I'll absolutely reply to you. We can have great conversations there. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Appreciate you, Soni. You have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you so much, Soni.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace.
See ya. Hey, shout out to Mov, Joey, Noisy Boys. Shout out to Soni. Next week, we got Amy MCFC. So, like we always do, it's 1 week it's Amy, the week after it's Kate. So Amy, Sal. So shout out Curva Mundial and Gabby. Just so many Arsenal people that we know. So it's just inevitable. We can never avoid Arsenal people. So yeah, great.
I like it though. It keeps it fun. I like when Arsenal comes.
It really does.
Like,
it really does.
It gets so
Especially
excited
Gabby.
before March, and it's great. Gabby's actually probably the most like logical Arsenal fan that I know. Like she,
hey,
of course,
I'll let her know that. That'd be
sure.
nice. That's nice.
She's locked in.
All right, show bros. It was nice kicking it with you Thursday. Appreciate y'all.
When's the watch along this weekend?
Just
Saturday, Sunday.
Just Saturday, because the women's game, LCL, it's at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, super. Okay, so Saturday. Yep. So see y'all Saturday on the watch along.
See you Saturday. All right, Shady Gang. You know the vibes. Shady Gang.
Peace. Balloons, fireworks, and balloons. So good.